Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, madam, narinig kayo, madam.
No, you're
Naririnig.
not the only
Okay,
one.
sa inyo, everyone. Yan. Kasama ko si former governor ng Baguio, ng Northern Luzon, si Francis Calanyo ngayon. I'm here now in Baguio. Yan. Hi, Sir Francis. Yan.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. Good afternoon, mga katidi natin. And hi, Tatiana. And
Hello.
good afternoon, everyone. And it's been so long that I've been back with my chapter to hold this Thursday Delight. And thank you once again to your team for granting our request to be part of this Thursday Delight. It's being conducted every week. So I have met Artem. I don't know if he's with you now. They were the ones that I speak with regarding your discussion for today's webinar.
No,
Okay?
no,
So
he's not
I would
here.
like to introduce our speaker for it's not with you. So I wanted
no,
to
he's not with us.
introduce our speaker for today. Okay, so I will introduce you first. But you did not give me a long introduction for you. It's just a few words.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Our speaker of today is Tatiana Kodzer. Am I right in pronouncing your name?
Yeah, all correct. All correct. No mistake.
Yeah, she is the export sales manager of SKB EP. And she is being accompanied by Mr. Pavel Kokorin, the head of engineer group. Okay. So he is accompanied. For sure, Mr. Pavel is the one beside you now.
No mistake.
Okay.
All correct.
Yeah. So again, guys, let's welcome SKBEP Group. Our speaker is Miss Tatiana and being assisted by engineer. Are you an engineer, Mr. Pavel, or just Mr. Pavel? Okay. Yeah.
Okay, you can call him Mr. Pavel, no problem.
Okay. They will be discussing about their product, about the innovative solutions for medium voltage and high voltage equipment diagnostic. So again, thank you very much for accommodating our request to be our speaker for today's Thursday Delight. Where are you now? Are you in outside Philippines?
We're in Russia. Since we're a Russian company, we are in Russia.
No, I mean you are in Russia now or you are here in the Philippines?
No, we are in Russia. Currently, we are in Russia.
Currently, guys, they are in Russia. So our speaker for today are international speakers because they are now in Russia. So they will be discussing their equipment that I think it's being introduced already here in the Philippines. Okay, so again, welcome to Chana and Mr. Pavel for your topic, and the floor is yours. As of the moment, we have 6 participants, and that would be increasing in a while. Okay, thank you, everyone. To see you again, my delight. The floor is yours, Tatiana and Pavel.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ms. Collado. Thanks for your introduction. Hello, dear colleagues. And before we start, I would like to make sure you can see us well and you can see our presentation.
Clear here.
Hold on a second. Can you see it?
Yes, ma'am, it's clear.
Okay, good. Почему у нас ты сбоку экрана так и должно быть? Знаешь? Okay. So only the presentation, right?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am,
good.
it's presentation.
Okay, good. Let's start then. I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Tatiana Hodger. I'm the expert sales manager of SKB EP. And it's a pleasure to be here today. and to communicate with all of you. I would like to express our gratitude to Integrated Institute of Electrical Engineers and Ms. Chiclada personally for organizing all this event and for inviting us. And I would also like to thank the Russian trading representative, Mr. Pavel Koloyev, who was in touch with Ms. Collado and who helped us a lot in reaching out to you, to every one of you today. So thanks a lot for giving us this opportunity. It's a big honor for us to present the company and the devices we produce. Thank you very much, and let's begin. During this meeting, I would like to introduce the devices our company produces. They are control and diagnostic equipments for medium voltage and high voltage equipment. Their key features and application. If you have any questions, you can tap them in the chat, or you can save them for later and then ask us. We'd gladly answer each question. That's why I invited my colleague, Mr. Pavel, and many thanks for him too, for coming, for joining me. He will answer and I'll translate that to you. So let's begin. First of all, I would like to start with our background a bit. Our company was established in 1991. Today we have 50 dealers, more than 13,000 clients worldwide, and our company also has 3 patents. Our company is a full cycle enterprise. That means we come from the idea formation, research and development to distribution and technical support. All these stages are included in the action of our company. Next, please. The instruments we produce can be divided into 3 groups. The first group, they are, we call them PKV group. They are circuit breaker analyzers. The second group, we call them OLTC analyzers, so-called PKR group, narrow specialized instruments. And the biggest group, they are instruments for measuring resistance, both in inductive and non-inductive circuits. The instruments we produce can substitute the following brands that also produce the test devices for electrotechnical equipment. You can see the brands that produce the stuff like. Our company pays a lot of attention to certification. I would like to point out the following. We have CE conformity certificate, safety test certificate, and EMC compatibility certificate. The instruments can successfully be applied in the wide range of areas. Of course, the main and the biggest application area is the energy industry, but they also can be used in transport, manufacturing industry, and housing and public utilities. Okay. Now we'll go further to our instruments and start with the PKV group of instruments, which are control and diagnostic instruments for medium voltage and high voltage circuit breakers. The first to start with is PKV M7. Its key features are it has 4 digits channel for connecting regular travel transducers or for circuit breaker control with 4 breaks per pole. Multifunction interface that allows you to work from a PC as well. Also, there is a possibility to transfer the data by USB flash card. Another important feature of it is the protective case with the ingress protection code 64. Here are some pictures taken in Russian substation during the competition, where our devices were used on PKV M7. was used here. The next circuit breaker. So we have software for this device, which can be downloaded into your computer or laptop for you to transfer the data for processing. The next is Circuit Breaker Analyzer PKV M15. It's our newly developed device. It has 3 discrete channels to control the circuit breakers up to 220 kilovolt. It is aimed mainly at the circuit breakers from 6 up to 35 kilovolt. They are different triggering types, which can be used depending on the equipment or on the conditions. For example, there is a dry contact triggering or main contacts closing triggering. Also, there is a built-in battery that makes its usage convenient and easy, and it has a compact ergonomic case. Here you can see in the picture, you can see the guy holding the instrument itself. It's pretty small. Despite its small sizes, the device performs all necessary measurements for circuit breakers diagnostics and receives time, travel, and speed parameters. Here I would like to talk about the transducers, which are very important while performing the diagnostics. Without the transducers, we cannot have any additional parameters except time. These transducers are adapted to all the modern circuit breakers. There are 2 types of transducers, linear and angular, DP12 and DP21. DP12 is a linear movement transducer. We use it with the measuring stick, together with the measuring stick. DP21 is the angular movement transducer. We have the templates for each circuit breaker, which helps us to calculate. If we measure the linear movement, the data is received in millimeters. When we measure the angular movements, we get the data in degrees. So in order to convert, we choose from the list of the templates. So the data is automatically converted from from degrees to millimeters. The next group, they are resistance measurements, micro-ohmmeters, subgroup of ohmmeters. The first here is MICO-10, compact micro-ohmmeter. It has small size and a good test current up to 10 ampere. That is enough for the most cases in contact connections. MICO-10 has a built-in battery with power of up to 6 hours of operation. It has an energy-independent memory of up to 100 recordings, which is sufficient for overall and complex test of a transformer substation. It has 3 special modes to start the measurement process. MICO-10 MICO-10 enables stable and accurate measurement of the contact resistance of different circuit breakers, releasing switches, relay contacts. It is as well suited for measurement of different detachable and non-detachable connections located on small territory. Besides, the instrument is also used at the railways for resistance measurements of rail connection and wagon wheel pairs. There are 3 special modes to start the measurement process. The modes are as follows. Okay. Automatic startup. We use with 3 hands. This is the automatic startup against the measurement circuit closing, and the results will be saved automatically. The second mode, single startup. The measurement is started up by the user's command when you need to press the start button. And the third mode, with built-in current transformer, with built-in CT, means a single measurement with account of a current transformer in the test circuit. Next, please. Here in this slide, you can see the functionality of the instrument, which facilitates its use. Autothermal EMC balancing, electromagnetic balancing, in the test circuit during the measurement process, which helps to avoid additional error. Auto power off, if the instrument is not used for a long time, which saves the battery power, and it's also very useful if the user forgets to power the instrument off. Circuit continuity test and the auto measurement start are to facilitate the measurement process. Sound indication of the measurement start and stop will help to understand when the measurement performed and the user can perform the next measurement. It is useful when you attach the instrument to the belt or to your arm, or you can even wear it as a necklace on your neck. The instrument has an energy-independent memory of up to 100 recordings. All the recordings are automatically saved. Then we can transfer the recordings to the PC and use a special software to work with the measurement archive. Here are the test cables that come with the standard complete set that are indicated in the red line on the left top corner. All the rest come with the additional accessory. Here is the example of usage. You can see the guy with the instrument itself attached to his arm, so you can see the instrument is pretty compact. The next we have is MICO 1. We call it industrial micro-ohmmeter. It's one of our common instruments in the range of the instruments we produce. This device is very easy to use and very simple. It only has 3 buttons. It has the built-in battery power for more than 100 measurements, and it has the test current up to 50 ampere. On this slide, in the left top corner, in the red line, you can see the test cables that come in standard complete set. All the rest can be ordered from the additional accessory set. This is the example of usage. You can see the guy holding the instrument. And these measurements were performed at the SF6 live tungsten circuit breaker at one of the universities where our company performs trainings. Here, let me proudly present one of our top-selling devices. This is a high-precision, high-precise micro-ohmmeter called MICO 21. As you can see, the accuracy is 0.05%. It also has the built-in memory for 2,000 measurements and the battery power supply. The main feature is that it has good test current that is up to 200 ampere with a step of 1 ampere, and it's very useful when you need to set the particular test current. In the settings, here it's about the adjustable amperage mode. In the settings, you can choose the current you want. First of all, you can set the automatic mode for selecting the test amperage. You can set it manually in the range from 1 up to 200 ampere with a step of 1 ampere. And you can also select from a number of specified values. It can be 10 ampere, 50 ampere, 100 and 200 ampere. There are 4 methods programmed in the instrument for resistance measurement startup. Mode 1, single shot startup. That is start up by pressing start button located on the front panel of the instrument. Mode 2, start up against circuit closing, automatic measurement startup against the test circuit closing. Mode 3, periodic startup. Measurements are started up in the pre-specified time intervals up to 20 seconds. And the last but not least, mode 4, periodic circuit, regular automatic measurement startup against the test circuit closing. Archive of the instrument contains nominal values of circuit breakers with indication of maximum and minimum permissible contact resistances. And as a result, the device indicates if results of measurements go beyond the permissible limits. We integrated the basic archive, so you can use it, or you can as well extend it, introducing your own data in the archive. We can transfer the data to PC. We can also perform measurements by connecting the device to the PC with the software, with the cable and the software, of course. Well, here on the left top corner, you can see the standard set, like the cables that come with the standard set. All the rest can be chosen from the additional accessory set. Here is the example of usage. Some pictures taken during training at PLN Indonesia. Also some pictures from Indonesia from Provincial Electricity Authority there. Here, advanced power electro, some power plant from Thailand. Also a power plant in China. And I guess that's it. And we can go next to our next device, which is called Miko 2.3. It's multi-purpose, low, high resistance meter. It operates in 4 modes. Main mode is micro-ohmmeter. Then we have milliohmmeter, kiloohmmeter, and thermometer. Main features are that it has small weight of only 2.7 kilogram and test current up to 1000 ampere in the micro-ohmmeter mode. It has the built-in battery with charging time 3 to 4 minutes. If we compare the devices of other brands to the device we produce, we can say that our device is lighter, it has small weight and big current and built-in battery. Here is the comparison table. You can see all the 4 modes information. It is done to meet the requirements to make measurements on a transformer and the circuit breaker. It allows to use 1 instrument instead of 2 instruments. The thermometer is used to perform measurements of air or oil if needed, or any other non-aggressive media. The application areas, they are in a micrometer mode. You can measure active resistances of old switching equipments with oxidized contacts. When it's switched to milliohmmeter mode, you can measure resistance in circuits with medium and low inductance. In a kiloohmmeter mode, you measure resistance of voltage dividers, ballast, shunt, and other resistors. And as I said, the thermometer can be used for windings, oil, and air temperatures. Well, here we have two options of power supply to this instrument. Charging unit CU1A for charging the built-in condenser battery during operation on electrical equipment. And another is external power unit or power bank to provide the autonomy operation of the device without connection it to the mains. So micro-ohmmeter mode can perform 20 measurements at test current of 1000 ampere. Milliohmmeter mode can work during 3 to 4 minutes. Here on this slide, there is a table with the number and duration of the measurements with the use of the power bank for the most required modes of micro-ohmmeter and milliohmmeter. According to the table, we can see that we don't really need to connect the instrument to the mains. So the power bank is quite sufficient for that. Here's the way it looks like. So you can carry the device alone with you when you work in the field. So without any worries, the battery will run down. It's okay. Thank you. Here is the picture taken during the training at the vacuum circuit breaker with MICO 2.3. The next group is called winding resistance meters. Let's take a look at it. Here we have these three instruments, these three guys. They are used to perform measurements in power transformers, electromagnets, and electric motors in inductive and non-inductive circuits. We produce three instruments in modifications, MICO 9, MICO 8, and MICO 7. Main faults that can be identified by these instruments: circuit opening or interturn short circuit, solder violation, poor quality contact connections, incorrect installation of the OLTC drive, OLTC device malfunctions. Main difference in resistance range or the upper limit. MICO 9 up to 30 kilo ohm, MICO 8 up to 10 kilo ohm, and MICO 7 up to 2 kilo ohm. Another difference is in the display. As you can see, MICO 9 and MICO 8 have big colored graphic touchscreen, while MICO 7 has small monochrome graphic display. And the power supply, MICO 9 always goes with battery, while MICO 7 or MICO 8 come with or without battery. It's up to the user. Another feature is number of built-in diagnostics objects. MICO 9 and MICO 8 have 10 objects that you can see in the slide, while MICO 7 has 5 objects that are resistive object, inductive object, voltage transformer, current transformer, power transformer. On this slide, there are other functions and at the same time, the difference in functionality of these three devices. All of them are in MICO 9, like mostly, and some of them are in MICO 8. They are auto measurement results processing. It calculates the relative deviations of three-phase winding resistance between each other. It can convert the linear resistance into phase resistance. Non-demountable estimation of OLTC devices. It allows to perform the express diagnostics of the state of the transformer OLTC. Auto three-phase mode. MICO 9 has additional output for the connection of 2 additional clamps of the crocodile type. As a result, we have simultaneous connection to 3 phases of a transformer and can perform resistance measurement with auto switch between phases. The 2 windings mode. Availability of 4 measurement channels make it possible to implement 2 windings mode, which is used in the transformer of high power capacity in order to reduce the stabilization time on low resistance windings. Demagnetization mode is a frequently used function. This mode is used before carrying out the open circuit test of a transformer because it's necessary to demagnetize its magnetic core from remnant magnetization. And heat run test. This test checks the transformer coolant system. Here you can see the process of resistance measurement on wheel pairs at a company called Lokomotiv in Kazakhstan. It's a country that is next to Russia. Here in this picture, you can see the training in master energy with Miko 7MA. Here's a picture from Thailand from training for PEA authority with Miko 9A. And the next group we have, it is called OLTC analyzers. We call them PKR group of instruments. As we mentioned before, MICO 8 and MICO 9 have the function of transformer OLTC analyzer. These instruments have a wider range of specialized functions. There are almost no analogs to these instruments. Even the competitors we have, almost nobody produces the instruments of the kind. It has 3 channels for simultaneous control of 3 phases, 2 auto modes to record circular diagrams for OLTC of resistor and reactor types, switch over oscillography of the resistor type OLTC contactor by demountable and or non-demountable method, so-called DRM test. As a result, we see the recorded oscillograms of non-demountable diagnostics of the OLTC and the recorded oscillogram of demountable diagnostics of the OLTC of relative instrument. Visually, you can see that the oscillograms are almost the same. So that means you do not need to adapt the measured data at non-demountable diagnostic of the OLTC. Here is the example of the circular diagrams on the instrument display. On the left is a circular diagram of the OLTC reactor type recorded across 3 phases. On the right, there is a circular diagram of the OLTC resistor type. These pictures were taken during some tests of the device at one Russian substation. And we'd like to present the manipulating rod. It is aimed for more convenient connecting of test cables to the bushings of the electrical equipment. So it is used for making measurements without using the ladder or the elevating truck. The cable resistance is excluded, so we can contact MICO instruments or even any other instruments, not exactly the instruments produced by our company. You can connect any instruments you like. So this manipulating rod can be used together with any instruments of any company. About the cooperation with our company. So currently, as I mentioned before, we have almost 50 distributors worldwide. Here you can see the list of countries we successfully supplied our instruments to. Here you can see our instrument taking part in an exhibition that was organized by IIEE last year, the year of 2023. There is a company called West Point Engineering Supplies Incorporated. Here in this picture, you can see the representative of this company, and he's accompanied with the Russian trading representative. And the instrument they have, it's MICO 8MA. So should you have any interest or should you have any requests, please note that the device is currently kept in the Philippines. So you can just contact the company and ask them for a demonstration. So here are contact details. So please do not hesitate to contact us if you have any inquiry or you have any questions. We'd gladly answer any of them. So now, if you have any questions according to the presentation or maybe any instruments seemed most interesting to you, you can ask them or you can type in the chat so I could translate them to my colleague. I would gladly answer. So any questions so far, dear colleagues? Yeah, sure. Will you use your microphone or you will type in the chat?
Yes, good afternoon, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, I just want to ask about the MICO 9, if I'm not mistaken, or the on-load touch changer, the OLTC. Yeah. Where do you put the leads of your test equipment? Is it we have to remove the on-load tap changer or at the motor drive unit where we can put the leads of your test equipment so that we can know the contacts of that on-load tap changers, if it is okay or not.
Okay, clear. Let me translate it first. Он спрашивает, каким образом мы прикрепляем кабели от MICO 9 для того, чтобы тестировать OLTC. Ну, мы же его не разборным способом в таком случае тестируем. ЖТР же это делаем. Провода в трансформаторе. We connect the test cables, like the crocodiles, of the test cables to the transformer bushings, because MICO 9 device is supposed to measure the resistance of the OLTC, so-called DRM method. That is, do not have to open the tank or put anything. So it's for DRM method only.
But the if you will connect that into bushing, it will go to the windings of the transformer, if I'm not mistaken. So it will not affect the outcome of your test because there is winding there. There are windings. Sorry, if it is in the bushing.
Come again.
Okay. As you have said, the test lead will be connected to the bushing, transformer bushings. And the transformer bushing is connected to the windings, either at low voltage sides or the high voltage sides. And of course, the tap changer is also connected to the winding. Is there any point that the reading of the OLTC will be affected by the winding?
I see. Вопрос. Он говорит, мы прикрепляем его к проводам трансформатора, а выводы, они идут в обмотку. И он говорит, когда мы будем замерять отсюда, разве вот этот замер, он не будет ли на него влиять обмотка в таком случае?
Нет, там специально обмотка низкого напряжения
Закорачивается обмотка низкого. You have to short circuit the low side winding of the transformer in that case, the windings will not affect the measurement process.
So the load side, the low voltage side, you mean if it is a step down transformer, if I'm not mistaken, on the load side or the low voltage side, because the oil DC is on the high voltage side. Just to clarify.
Okay. Anyway, just for us not, for us not to have any misunderstanding, will you kindly keep our contact details for me to send you the detailed data sheet on that instrument for you to read it all and for you to have the idea of how it works, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions so far? No, we can be checked registration. No, that's not for us. I'm just running through the chat if there were any questions. Okay, sure, go ahead.
Again, sorry, but this not now the on that changer. I'm talking about now this medium voltage transformer, only for the medium voltage. I have this what they call this transformer. It is a YY transformer.
Which transformer, sorry?
Transformers. Winding resistance. We are talking about the winding resistance. In the YY, our star-star connection, when we test it, we have a good result. And accordingly, when we make a test the Y delta or star delta, we cannot have this. We cannot have this result, and we have to make it in a computation way because the delta itself, either in this high voltage side or the low voltage side, whatever it is. Your instrument, it can measure this Y delta connection. It can give the result. It can give the result.
So your question is whether you can use the MICO 9 instrument for...
No, MICO 1, I think. It's a MICO 1. MICO 1 is for the three-phase transformer.
MICO 1 is made for contact resistances.
Contact resistance. How about the winding resistance?
Winding resistance, there were instruments called MICO 7, MICO 8, and MICO 9.
Sorry for that. About the MICO 7.
MICO 7, okay. So, and your question was if you can use the instrument to measure
the
windings.
Winding
resistance.
Yeah, with Y delta connection.
Winding, winding, what connection? Sorry, the sound is not that good.
Sorry, the windings, because the windings we have star connection and the delta connection, isn't it?
Мико 7 можно ли использовать для измерения обмотки?
Мико 7 можно.
Можно. So it can be used for winding resistance measurements.
Yes, it can give the result.
WYE delta connection. Схема вот такая. Такая схема. Thank you, Mr. Edwin.
Y delta.
Да.
Что за Y? О,
да. Вот
так. Можно, конечно.
He says, yeah, you can.
You can. Because what we are using before, we cannot read the result if we test this three-phase star delta.
So you say you need to split before?
Yeah, we have to make some computation, and not directly can we receive the result from the instrument. And that's why I'm asking if your instrument can read this star delta connection.
Star Delta Connect. Now I
You
got
can.
it. Он говорит, что раньше нам нужно было измерять типа по отдельности. Может ли ваш инструмент это замерять? Ну, такую схему.
Отдельность?
Он говорит, да, по отдельности. We have to split. Он говорит, нам нужно было разделять.
Ну, Мика 8 может пересчитать.
Мика 8
Мика
может
8,
пересчитать.
Мика 9.
А 7 нет.
7 нет.
He says Miko 8 and Miko 9 are better to be used in that scheme, Y delta, star delta.
Okay.
Because these instruments can convert the data itself.
Mhm. So Miko 7 can't.
Miko 7, no, better not. Miko 8 and Miko 9.
Miko 9, you told me it is for the OLTC.
Miko 9 is suitable for OLTC,
Yeah, so
for
it can be.
for DRM test, for dynamic resistance measurement test.
Okay. Thank you.
No, no problem. Anybody else? Anybody else, ladies and gentlemen? Any other questions? So, anyway.
I have a question, ma'am.
Yeah, sure. Hi.
I understand you have a local agent in the Philippines.
Excuse me, what equipment?
Local agent. I mean, somebody here in the Philippines dealing with.
Local agent. You say local agent. Sorry. Yeah. We have a representative. We have a company who is our partner company. The company name is West Point.
Okay. Now I got West Point. Okay. We can research it in the internet anyway.
Will you repeat that, please?
To find more information, we can research from the internet regarding this local agent that we are involved with.
Yeah, you can send them the if you have any requires, you can ask them. They can also consult you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
We are a manufacturing company. We locate in Russia. So currently, me and my colleague, we are in a city called Irkutsk, that is next to this big lake called Baikal, which is very close to the border of Mongolia and China. And we also have an office in St. Petersburg. It's just an office, but the production and everything is kept here in Irkutsk, the place where we live and where we are on air today. So, should you have any questions, I can access the attendance link. Oh, that's not for me. Should you have any questions, you can freely contact me or West Point Engineering Incorporated. Let me type my email address in the chat for everybody to have it. Да, я, пожалуйста, напечатаю наш адрес, мой адрес. Let me type it, please, for you to have it. Я правильно печатаю? So, I'll be really happy if anybody of you guys will contact us. Yes, correct. At skbep.com.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, all correct. Please feel free to contact me anytime. Since the time difference, we don't have any time difference. We are the same time you have.
Oh, really?
Yes. We are currently 3 p.m.
You mean we are on the same latitude?
Yeah.
Okay.
As I told you, the city we live is located in the middle of our country, in the middle of Russia. Do you have attendance? You mean, do we have any Like we have a partner company in Philippines. Lauren,
Yeah, we can just contact this company there.
Okay, that's not for me. So if there are attendance cannot be reached. Price range. Oh, thank you for the question. Will you kindly contact me by my email and I will gladly advise all the prices, please? I'm very sorry. What is attendance link?
That's for those who are attending this.
That is
Is
webinar.
that for
attendance
for me or that's
No,
for Miss
For
Checklado?
everybody.
for the group only.
For
Oh, for the
everybody.
group. Okay,
everybody.
because I'm like attendance link. What is the attendance
It's not
link?
for you. It's not for you. So the leads of your contact resistance have these leads for the current and the voltage.
Excuse me, will you repeat, please?
The leads of your test instrument. Does it have
The-
current and voltage?
Which voltage?
Current voltage. So
Current
that we
voltage?
can have this. It produce your test equipment. If I'm not produce voltage, it inject voltage and current, so we can have this resistance. If I'm not mistaken. So your test equipment, does it have voltage lead and current leads? LEAD. The wire itself. The alligator. The alligator.
Well, all the instruments we produce are equipped with test leads, of course.
Yeah, test leads,
Some
yeah.
of them are equipped with crocodile clamps, another with crocodile clips, another with G clamps, others with potential spring-loaded probes. Different.
So
You can also check from our website. Let me type that for you.
So the test clip is there is a for the current and for the voltage, or one test lead only.
The test, all the you want the like the specifications of voltage of the test lead itself, right?
Yeah, test lead itself, because your test equipment, it will inject voltage and current. Yes, that's why I'm asking. Oh, sorry, someone is working here.
Under repairs.
Forget it.
So,
Forget
let
it.
me-
Noisy.
So shall I translate that and answer you, or you'll just contact me later? Они хотят знать, какой показатель у кабеля по вольтажности и по напряжению и по current. Ну, вот это, амперы, сила. Да. Это зависит, у каждого кабеля там же свои же показатели.
Ну, пропускная.
Да.
Ваток можно пропустить, а напряжение там у нас в приборе одно.
Но у каждого же прибора вольтажность разная.
Ну, там низкое напряжение. Зачем оно? Понятно?
Ну, не знаю, хотят знать.
Ну, оно ни на что не влияет. Как-то не на измерение.
Ну, а вот это, сила тока, которую они пропускают, это тоже разная, зависит от кабеля? Или у всех кабелей она...
Ну, если в миллиометре, там все везде сделано так, чтобы ток проходил максимально. Ну,
Максимально это сколько?
ну, который прибор выдает.
Понятно. So the amperage mode of the test lead depends on the instrument. If the instrument produces the definite test current, the test lead, of course, is adjusted so that the test current produced by the instrument can be used with that test lead. Let me give you the website of our company for you to check on the instruments and see the test leads, because the technical specifications also are marked there.
I think you have a picture of that in Miku 1.
Miku 1. You want me to go back to Miku 1?
Yeah, the test leads only for the Miku 1. If you can, we can see it
Окей,
there.
ты можешь показать, пожалуйста, кабелик Мика 1 презентации? Угу. Ну, уже нет.
Да.
Окей.
Не знаю.
Can you see the presentation? Mm-hmm.
There, the standard set.
Uh-huh.
So it seems the black is for the voltage and the red is for the current, if I'm not mistaken, or
Говорит, красное для вольтажности, а черное для тока. Красное для волтажа, а это для...
Нет. Проводная схема, одна губка для тока, другая для напряжения. То есть не разделен.
Четырехпроводная схема, господи, как же это будет?
Келвин.
Oh. It's for like for what Kelvin? Hold on a second. I suddenly forgot the word. Sorry.
Kelvin Klein.
Now I understand what you were talking about.
if you can see, there is one resistance measurement point, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2 in the same one side, 3 and 4 in the same side. So the leads for 3 and 4 current and voltage, and the other side is 1, 2 current and voltage.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken, someone like that.
Well, the test leads we produce, they are Kelvin clamp test cables.
Yeah.
So one part of the clamp is for одна для вольтажности, вторая для амперности. One part of the clamp is for voltage, the another part of the clamp is for amperage.
Amperage,
You know
current. Yeah, current, amperage, current.
Yeah, for current. Right.
Then on the other side, 3 for the same thing. 1 for the voltage and 1 for the current or the amperage.
Right. То же самое, они все такие.
So that's
the test leads we produce, they're all like that. They're all like Kelvin Kelvin type of test leads.
Okay, that's what I'm asking. If there is changes nowadays, it's okay now. It's clear.
Great.
Thank you.
No problem. Дай мне, пожалуйста, напечатать. Let me share the website with you for you to check. kbp.com. Here's our website. You can check the instruments and the standard sets for. Okay. And the standard sets for them. So should there be any questions, please feel free to contact me. Well, thank you very much. Oh, sure. Let me. Will you copy, please? Thank you. I have your email. I will share the presentation with you. Definitely. Let me thank everyone who joined this meeting today. It was really a pleasure to meet you all. And well, sorry if I didn't explain anything to anybody. Is there a calibration period requirements? Ну, там же есть период калибровки для каждого.
1 или 3.
1 или 3 года.
Зависит от прибора.
Depending on the instrument, the calibration period differs from 1 up to 3 years. So it was really a pleasure, and I'm sorry if if any of my explanations seemed a little bit messy for you, because to tell you the truth, I was a little bit nervous, still, excited. It was really a pleasure to meet you. Do you agree? He agrees.
No messy at all. You answered it correctly. We understand it.
Thank you, sir. Well,
Okay.
I copied all the emails. I keep them. I will answer everybody right away, right after we finish. Okay, thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss
Thank you so
Tatiana.
much. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thanks
much
for your
for
time and
your
attention.
time, for your
Oh.
presentation.
Mhm.
Let me just award you a certificate from IIEE, Northern Laguna chapter.
Okay, sure.
So this certificate is given by the IIEE Northern Laguna chapter in recognition to Miss Tatiana Kodser for sharing her technical expertise on the topic entitled Innovative Solutions for MV and HV Equipment Diagnostic during the Thursday Delight webinar given this 25th of April 2024. Signed by our Vice President Anthony Jefferson Atienza, our President Reginald M. Castillo, our webinar proponent Rodelito V. Manalo, and our National Vice President for External Affairs Esperanza A. Collado. Again, ma'am, and Sir Povel, right? Thank you very much for your time, and thank you for all the participants.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Anything
ma'am.
else? I think we're good.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you. May I ask Ms. Collado to send that certificate for me to keep it, because I'm so
We
pleased.
will
Thank
send
you.
it through email.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank
Okay, it
you.
was nice meeting you all. Bye-bye.
Nice to meet you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
We'll hear more from you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.